Okay, President Bush. Look, President Bush is an idiot. Basically, to sum it all up, he's an idiot. And everybody knows it. Alright, I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat, Independent, whatever you are politically, you cannot say that President Bush has not severely fucked up in more than one way. Way more than one way. Alright? I don't care if you're for the wars. I don't care if you're a Republican. I don't care any of that. I don't care if you say you're a patriot, whatever, this, that, and the other. You can't say that President Bush is not fucked up. Not just in the wars such as Iraq and Afghanistan. That's, if you wanted to dispute that, that's your own thing. But just even different separate issues, just like the economy. Fuck, gas is over $3 a gallon. It's doubled. It was $1.47. $1.47, people, when President Clinton left for his last day in office. His last day in office, the gas was $1.47. Recently, I went down to the gas station closest to where I live, and it was $3.21. $3.21. Not good. Not good. In California, it's closer to $4. More than doubled. That's just gas. We're just talking about gas. It's one thing. Alright? People want to talk about, well, he gives tax cuts. We don't have to pay as much taxes. No. You still are paying the same amount of taxes you paid. The wealthiest 15% don't have to pay as much taxes. Get it right. The wealthiest 15%. So unless you think you're the wealthiest 15% in America, alright, but you better be making around $20 million a fucking year at least to be up there. Alright? You are not the wealthiest 15%, so therefore you didn't get a tax cut. That's something you need to realize. You didn't get a tax cut. I didn't get a tax cut. You didn't get a tax cut. If you're one of these guys, especially one of these hillbillies running around here, one of these conservatives, and you make 60 grand a year, you didn't get a tax cut. In fact, if it was President Bush's ways, he'd probably raise taxes on your ass. Because that's what he does. Usually, when he raises taxes, just like his dad, he raises them on the middle class. That's right, the middle class. Good old George W. Bush Sr. Raised taxes on the middle class. He didn't raise them for the rich. He raised them for everybody. Well, mostly the middle class. That's who really felt it. And, of course, the poor. But this guy, like I said, I don't care who you are. He's fucked up. He's fucked up. He's corrupt. A lot of people are corrupt in politics. Most of them are. But he's really fucked up. And he's really fucked up our country. He's one of the only president. In fact, I think he is the only president where there was a debate whether or not he was supposed to even be elected. It took Supreme Court judges to decide his first election. Supreme Court judges. It took two wars to secure a second presidential election. Alright? Don't get it twisted. That shit was strategic. Alright? He had less than a year left before he was going to be out of office. And all of a sudden we go to fucking war with Iraq. I'm not talking about Afghanistan. I'm talking about Iraq. Afghanistan, fuck those motherfuckers. They deserve to die. I'm talking about Iraq. It's already been proven. It has been proven. I don't care what the fuck you say. You want to talk about, everybody thinks this 9/11 thing. 9/11. Iraq had nothing to do with 9/11, motherfuckers. Nothing. They had nothing to do with it. Bush has said himself there was no direct connection between September 11th, 2001 and Iraq or Saddam Hussein or anybody from Iraq. Nobody. There was no connection. Nothing there. There's not been one weapon of mass destruction found in Iraq. Not one. Not one. You know? Not one weapon of mass destruction. And there was no Al-Qaeda in Iraq either. There was no Al-Qaeda. Now there's Al-Qaeda in Iraq because fuck, we're there. When we're there, yeah, Al-Qaeda shows up. No shit. Because they're there to kill Americans. Why don't we just make it easier for them? We might as well just take everybody, you know, stack them all together, and let a terrorist fucking wrap a bomb around, blow them all up. Come on, people. You know he's fucked up. I don't care what political party you are. Like I said, you know President Bush is fucked up. That he's a liar. He's a liar. He's a cheat. And he's doing it for his own money in his own pocket. And everybody knows when once he's out of the president, once he's not the president, you know, which according to polls right now, not any Republican can beat the top 3 Democrats in the election. You know, much less the top one. You know the Iraq war is going to end. You know it's going to end. So just admit it. Quit trying to hold on to this whole 9/11 thing. You know? Quit trying to think that you have to go with the president. What the president says. He ain't my fucking president. I didn't vote for his ass. Hell no. You know? But, you know, if you're ever out there and you're complaining about high gas rates, or you're complaining about how prices on everything, from food, fucking haircuts, everything have gone up, there you go, President Bush. President Bush, his cabinet, and the Congress he had when he was elected, which was a Republican Congress. Everybody says, well, Congress voted for a war. Yes, a Republican Congress. Get it right. It was a Republican Congress voted for a war. Yes, they did. Because they wanted to stand by their president. They were suckling at the power teat. Anyways, I say fuck Bush, fuck the war, and hopefully he gets out of there. Alright? Because he's a fucking idiot. Everybody knows it. He's an idiot. He's a little puppet of a much bigger scheme. He's just a little puppet. They just had to put somebody in there and they say, hey, why not George Singer's son? Why not? Fuck it. Seems like a good guy. And for all you Texans out there that fucking defend him so much, fuck you. Alright? You know? You want to defend him so much, well, if you're so goddamn conservative, you're so conservative, why is your state has one of the most highest population of illegal immigrants in your state? They're coming through your fucking state. Why? Why is that if you're so damn conservative? Isn't that the biggest issue on the conservative agenda is illegal immigration? Yet you have one of the biggest states. They're Texans. Good old Texas. Right? So don't be talking shit about how you're so prideful of George Bush when you can't even fucking stay true to your own convictions. Because you got illegal immigrants running in and out through your fucking ears. That's all I got to say about that. Fuck Bush. Fuck the war. And if you're some fucking right-wing conservative, fuck you too. Alright? There was other right-wing conservatives. They were called Nazis. We killed them. Oh yeah, and the Confederate States. And we killed them. And sooner or later, you'll probably fucking die too. The only difference is a conservative person is going to send your ass off to war and fucking kill you himself or herself. Take that, fucking Ann Coulter.